So, hello everyone, myself Ved, and today we will be solving lead code problem of the day. Okay, so let us try to read this question. So, what does this question says is like you are given a two zero index integer permutation a and b of length n. Okay, so we are given two arrays of length n. Okay, then a prefix common array of a and b is an array C such that C of I is equal to the count of number of numbers that are present at or before the index I in both a and b. Okay, now we have to return the prefix common array of a and b. So now let us try to like understand this question through an example. So let us take this example. Okay, so here we are given a equals to 1, 3, 2, 4. Okay, and we have given b equals to 3, 1, 2, 4. Now we have to find out this prefix common array. Okay, so what does this prefix common array means? So it means that let's say if we take the first element of both the arrays. Okay, so here it's a and b. Okay, so we took one and we took three. So how many elements are common in both the arrays? Zero, right? So let me just write the answer error. So at the first element for the zero index, both the elements are different. So there is no common element in both the arrays. So answer would be zero. Okay. So now let us try to iterate over the second element. Okay. 3 and 1. So 3 and 1. Now how many elements are common in both the arrays? See, 1 and 1 is common and 3 and 3 are common. So two elements are common in this array. Okay. Now let us iterate to the third element. Let us do it here as well. Okay, 2 and 2. 2, 2. See, here, this all the three elements are common in both the arrays. So we will write 3. And at last 4 and 4. So we will write 4, 4. So all the four elements are common. So we will write 4. Okay. So see, 0, 2, 3, 4. 0, 2, 3, 4. So this is what we have to return in this question. Okay. So let us try to form some observation over this problem. So what we can do is, we can use a set data structure. We can use a set data structure. How? Let me just tell you. What we can do is at every index, let me just again write the same example. A equals to 1, 3, 2, and 4. B equals to 3, 1, 2, and 4. Okay. So now we will be using a set data structure. How? So what we are going to do is we will be inserting the first element, like each element of index A and index B into the set. So let me just write the set int st. Okay. Now we are gonna start a loop from I equals to 0 to the end of the array. And what we are gonna do is we will be inserting both the element first, like first index element of both the arrays into the set. So st dot insert a of I and st dot insert b of I. What does this does is, let's say both the elements are same. Okay, so instead of 3 here, let's say it's 1. Okay, for a second it's 1. So what is it is gonna do, it will be inserted into this set. And we know that set only consists of unique elements. Okay, so the size of the set would be 1 because both the elements are same. And on the other hand, if this was 3, then both the elements are different, then the size of the element would be 2. So we will be working in this way. Why? Because let's say at this point, okay, let us take one more example to understand it clearly. Let's say for instance, A is equals to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and B equals to 1. Instead of this, let's say uh, 4. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now see here and here both the elements are different. So now here there is no common element. So answer would be 0. Here also there is no common element. So answer would be 0. See, at this point, this element is common, this element is common. So answer would be 2. And at last answer would be 4. Okay. So what we are gonna do is we will try to calculate the number of different elements, that like the maximum number of different elements that can exist at a particular interval of time. So see, at the first index, okay, just a second. At the first index, okay, when it is at index 0. Okay. How many maximum elements can be different? 2, right? At this index, at the first index, how many total number of different elements can exist? 4, right? Because 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, how many maximum different element can exist? 6. Because there might be a situation when these three are different and these three are different. And at the last, it won't happen, but hypothetically, we are assuming it, okay? And at last, at the last index, okay, how many elements can be different? Like maximum number of elements that can be different, that would be 8. So at every point of time, what we are going to do is we will calculate the maximum number of different elements minus st dot size, because st dot size, because it will try to calculate, this will try to calculate the number of different elements, okay, the number of different elements that exist in the original array, and this is the total number of maximum number of different elements. So if when we minus both of this, then we will get number of elements that are same in the set, that can be same in the set, or that can be same in both the arrays. So here, before this loop, what we are going to do is uh, let's try to get a answer vector, because we want to return a vector. Okay, we want to return the vector. So vector int answer. Okay, and what this does is answer dot pushback. So we have to try to calculate the maximum number of different elements. So how we are going to do it? So what we are going to do is we will be writing I plus 1 into 2, because I plus 1 would be 1, into 2 would be 2. So at the first point there will be maximum of two different elements. So I plus 1 into 2. Okay, so these are the maximum number of different elements that can exist in a vector. Okay, now we will minus it with the size of this set, because let's say both the elements are different, then the size of the set would be 2. So 2 minus 2, that would be 0. So there will be no common element present in here. But instead, like if instead of 3, it would be 1. Okay, then the size of the element would be like size of the set would be 1, and at that point of time the maximum number of different elements are 2 minus 1, so there will be one element that is common in this both the arrays. So we will be pushing it into the answer set. Okay, so uh, let me just rewrite it to 3 and minus uh, st dot size. Okay, so yeah, at the end we will be returning this vector. And yeah, this is the intuition of this code. So let us try to see how to write this code. See, what I did was firstly I created an answer vector. Okay, then I took the size of the vector A. Then I initialized a set, and then I implemented a loop, like started a loop from 0 to n, where I inserted the that particular index of A and B, and then I am calculating this total number of different elements minus the size of the set, that would give the total number of elements that are common in both the arrays, and at the last I am returning this array. So let us try to run this. See, it got accepted. Let us try to submit this problem. So yeah, see, it got accepted. So yeah, this was a solution of lead code problem of the day. Thank you.